Hello, and welcome to Greek Mythology Made Simple. I'm your host, Dr. PJ Furfalmachl. In our first installment today, we'll be taking a look at the origin of the Minotaur. Our story begins in the land of Crete, where a little man by the name of Minos had just become king. King Minos. Funny story about King Minos. We've translated his name, and it actually translates out to King. So, much in the sense that someone might call an ATM machine, but it translates to automated teller machine. It's a lot like that. But anyway, King Machine had just become king, and he wanted to be sure that he had the support of the gods, so he prayed to Poseidon, the most awkward god and god of the sea. In response, Poseidon sent a white bull. Why a white bull, you ask? Well, think about it. White bulls are rare. I mean, have you ever seen a white bull? Shut up, you're lying. No, you haven't. Moving right along. Part of the deal with Poseidon sending Minos the white bull was that Minos would burn it in sacrifice to the gods. But because it was such a rare bull and Minos really wanted it, he decided to keep it and burn some other bull that he had lying around. Like the gods would notice, he thought, right? But they did notice. While the gods were enjoying the smoke from the sacrifice, as they quite often did, Poseidon spoke up after noticing something funny and said, "Hey, this isn't the white bull I sent that guy. This is some other bull. That jackass tricked us." To which Aphrodite responded, "Oh no, he didn't," and cast a spell on Minos' wife, Pasiphae. Instantly, his wife was overcome with an insatiable urge to have sex with a white bull. And hey, what do you know? There was one right there. The gods thought this was hilarious and went on with their godly errands of having sex with humans and then destroying them because they weren't supposed to do that. Now, at the time in Greece, a lot of people had sex with a lot of different type people and a lot of different type things. The Professor brothers tell us that they had sex with everything. Flora, fauna, fire. Sometimes they had sex with rocks painted to look like the faces of the gods. But a woman having sex with a bull, now that was unheard of. I mean, how would she even... We're not going to get into that. The bull wasn't taking interest in any of her advances and just seemed to generally not like her. That's when she acquired the help of the local inventor, Daedalus. She told him her desires, and because Daedalus' current project Fly the Hell Out of Here and somehow kill my son in the process, had hit a standstill, he decided to help her. He created a hollowed-out cow costume so sexy that no bull would be able to resist it. And so, she set herself inside it, someone lit some candles and played some Barry White, and lo and behold, 9 months later, there was a horrific beast birth. Half man, half bull. Because that's how genetics works. King Minos was appalled and demanded that the beast be taken care of. Daedalus, who was still without inspiration, was told to build a labyrinth to house the Minotaur. After an argument about how Daedalus wasn't the kingdom's inventor was finally squelched with the fact that, yes, in fact, he was, he built the labyrinth. Then the Minotaur was placed inside the labyrinth. People were sent into it as a means to feed him every year or so. Everyone kind of treated it as a challenge, but people who got selected knew they were going to die. Oh, holy crap, it's just like the Hunger Games. Oh. Scholars have speculated as to why King Minos didn't just kill the Minotaur if he hated it so much. Other scholars have rebutted he really didn't want to get in trouble with the DSS, or PETA. No one's really sure where the Minotaur falls in this. The Minotaur, after a couple years of being a genuine menace, was slain by Theseus, who went into the labyrinth with a ball of thread, killed the Minotaur, and then got out. Some scholars believe that Theseus used the thread to summon a group of kittens that knew the way out of the labyrinth. Those scholars are idiots. And that's the tale of the Minotaur. Please come see us next week when we explain how Daedalus accidentally killed his son Icarus, and we explain why Poseidon is the lamest gift giver of all Greek gods. Thanks again for coming. This has been Greek Mythology Made Simple. I'm Dr. PJ Furfalmachl.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Didn't you? Oh no, you didn't pay me what you owe me. So now it's over. Yo, check it out.
Oh no,